What's up, everybody? I'm M3K, aka MK3 Tactical. There is nothing tactical about it. Today, we're going to do the usual suspects over here and rented AK variant. This is going to be my first shots with AK, and set up. Yeah, you guys talk about yourselves.
Hey, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask what you're doing?
What's up, everybody? This is the MK3 Tactical Channel. This is Nick, and there is nothing tactical about me. Today, we're going to be talking about my recent range trip, what I got to do at the range. And the reason we're talking about it and not showing you is you probably saw from the little the spoiler at the beginning, or the teaser, so to say, at the beginning of the video. My range no longer allows recording, and I know Range USA used to, because one of my favorite YouTubers, Stay Fool Lonzo, used to record from Range USA, and and I noticed lately he hadn't been, so maybe it is a range-wide policy now, a company-wide policy, no videotaping or video recording allowed. At least that's what I was told from the range safety officers you saw in the clip. He stopped me, asked me what I was doing. I explained what I was doing. Even explained to him from where I was, there was going to be nobody else coming into my footage, and I'm just filming myself and me going down range. Still, he told me it was prohibited, and as their rules say, at the end of the day, there's nothing written about no videotaping, but it does say that the RSO's rules are final. So I respected that. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, though, I can't guarantee that I would renew my membership going forward, is I do like videotaping myself when I shoot for many reasons. I like making content, and I do like to look at the videos to critique myself, because I'm not an expert shooter. And those videos, looking back on things, like if I'm smacking that trigger, sometimes that's the thing I have a problem with. I look at that video, or I'm doing various things, and I look at my stance, or I look at my shoulder placement, where my the stock is, and I can critique myself. But at the end of the day, there's another range in the area that I know that does allow videotaping. Royal Range allows videotaping. I like Range USA. I mean, it's not a big thing. It's not that the guy was rude about it. They're very friendly when I come in. It's just I like making content. There's an outdoor range about an hour away from here. That might be another option too. So, that is what it is. Enough bitching about it. So, the big thing I wanted to do with this video, originally I wanted to tell you guys, show you guys, just me shooting the ZASTAVA ZPAP M70. It was my first time shooting that AK, any AK for that matter. And to be honest with you guys, my thoughts on the AK?
No, sir, I didn't like it.
Wasn't a fan. Didn't like it at all. To a point where I bought 2 boxes, that's 40 rounds, and all I could do, let me get through this magazine, and that was about the extent of it. Now, before you guys tear me up in the comments, here's the thing. It could very well have been the furniture of the firearm that I was using. It was the traditional wood furniture, had that steel thing, that steel end on the buttstock, and that thing was just hammering my shoulder, and I was wedged in there. It was just, that recoil was just hammering in there every shot, and it wasn't a pleasurable experience. Again, I don't have the same experience when I'm shooting my ARs or my PCCs. It was not fun to shoot, to a point where I was like, let me just get through this mag so I can put this thing down and pick up, start, and shoot what I really like shooting. So that's my experience with the ZASTAVA M70. I would like to try it with some modern furniture, maybe rubberized buttstock pad would really help, because it left a big bruise right in my shoulder pocket. But I think maybe with some modern furniture, it might be a different experience. I'm willing to try it again. Like I said, I have 10 more rounds of ammo for it, so If I find one with modern furniture, I'd like to try it. But what it did do, I wanted to pick one up just because I wanted an AK at one point. But I'm happy I was able to rent one at the range and try it out, because I can tell you now that it's no longer a priority for me. I would like to hear your thoughts on the AK. A lot of people claim to love them. That wasn't just a good experience for me at all. Just saying. Now, as far as how it ran flawlessly. It was fairly accurate. I was using the irons, and where I sighted everything, when I lined my sight ups to hit what it was fairly good grouping for what I was aiming at. And so I can't complain about that. And matter of fact, that's how I really made it through even the 30 round mag. I was just really impressed on how really accurate, despite what you hear about AKs and their accuracy, shooting out with those irons, I was fairly impressed with it. I mean, where you line and sight those irons up, it was sighted in well, and it was fairly consistent. I mean, I was double holing several shots. So that is what it is, the plus side of it. But I am curious what the experience would be with more modern furniture. That being said, that's my experience. I wish I could have shown you guys the footage of it. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video is what I do like to shoot. One of the things, guys, that I want to caution everybody on. Now, you do you. At the end of the day, you shoot whatever you like, but don't get caught up in the machismo of large caliber, right? Especially for those who just love the fun of shooting. I hear a lot of people when they talk about, and my favorite thing to shoot at the range are pistol caliber carbines. I love shooting my AR, my 5.56 and the 300 blackout, but it's expensive. And to be honest with you, when it comes down to the non-millimeter pistol caliber carbine, I use the Aero Precision ones. It's a smooth shooting experience. And in that same note, I'm enjoying the pistol caliber carbine arena so much. I'm considering getting something in 22 long rifle, because again, for me, I think I'm mature enough to go beyond the machismo. Really, to be honest, the I'm not fascinated and fixated on caliber size. I have what I have for home defense. I have that, and I got that, and that's not going to change. But I enjoy the sport of shooting. I enjoy the activity of shooting. And the smoother the experience, the more I'm going to enjoy it. The longer I'm going to be able to do it, especially when I'm shooting a lot of ammo. The cheaper the ammo, the longer I'm able to sustain and stay at the range. So while I'm loving the non-millimeter, I'm considering even doing some 22 long rifle stuff. I'm looking at that the MP5 variant in 22 long, because why not? If I'm just enjoying the sport of it, it's not like I'm getting a full auto one anyway, so I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to show you guys what I love. There's two of them. They're the same thing. These are the EPC9s. Aero Precision made this. I have the JP Enterprises handguard, but overall shooting non-millimeter, I can shoot all day compared to 300 blackout or 5.56. Not that non-millimeter is incredibly cheap, but it's cheaper than 5.56 and 300 blackout. That's my first one. I built both of these. And this is the latest one I built. And both of these are clear, by the way. I'm going to show you. All clear. This is also the Aero Precision EPC9. Just a little bit different furniture. This is all Aero. The only thing not Aero is the blade here, the stabilizer, the brace. This is a Strike Industries brace, along with the Strike Industries tube. But everything else is Aero Precision. For EPCs, if you are getting into the Aero Precision market, if you're looking at that EPC9, here's a big tip. Go Aero throughout, or you run the risk of having some issues. What I was doing before, I went all Aero Well, this was the first one, the other one I showed you. But the thing I had different in it was the bolt carry group. I got an off-brand bolt 9mm bolt carry group, and it would function. But then I would start having hiccups, and it just was hiccup after hiccup after hiccup. But when I replaced it with the Aero Precision EPC9 bolt carrier group, flawless. It runs flawless. And again, I can shoot all day with this thing. And despite it being what they call a violent reaction in there, it's direct blowback, and it's heavy, and it can be violent. The recoil still isn't that bad. It's just I don't know. It's not that bad. It's a lot going on in there, but overall, when you have the proper buffer weight and the proper spring, it's not a bad shooting experience. It's actually quite pleasurable, and it's very fun. This is the uh, Kraken gun candy. It's a color changing paint. It's very subtle, so it just flips depending on how the light's hitting, and I don't know if it's even showing up on camera. Usually in direct sunlight and at outdoor ranges when it really pops. I can see it because I'm really close up, and it kind of flips from a dark green to a teal to a purple. Very nice. Good stuff. But I love shooting this stuff. I can do this all day. The next thing I really want in my collection, guys, is a shotgun. And I'm looking at a semi-auto. I'm looking at the Panzer Arms M4, the Speed Pro. That's looking like a good one. That's probably going to be my next purchase. And it's weird going back to the AK. I've shot shotgun before, and even still, like, and again, the butt pad, and what I say when I shoot the shotgun, the butt pad, the butt stock, it's a lot better. It wasn't a steel metal plate kicking in my shoulder. So it's probably the furniture. Maybe I'm going to try that AK with some different furniture. But shotgun, to show you how little I enjoyed that AK experience with the furniture, people get really nervous about shotgun. Shotgun was nothing compared to the discomfort of shooting that ZASTAVA M70 in that with that current configuration that it was in. I would have rather shot shotgun all day long because again, you can shoot shotgun for a long period of time if you got the proper furniture, if it's built right. And the shotguns I've shot previously, I tell you, they're fun to shoot, especially if you're shooting clay targets. Man, that's fun. You could do that stuff all day because it's really fun. But again, I can't say enough about how little I enjoyed that AK experience. I'm curious to hear what your AK experience is. What are your thoughts on the AK variants, the ZASTAVA or Century Arms or whatever you might have shot? I want to hear about what you think about the AK. A lot of people love it, and again, I would like to try it maybe with some different furniture. Tell me if you've experienced what I'm talking about with that wood furniture versus more contemporary furniture. I would like to know about it because I don't want to rule out the AK, but I definitely can tell you what I'm not getting. I'm not getting it with that wooden furniture, and that's kind of what I wanted originally until I shot it. Well, guys, that's my ramble for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Be safe out there and live the dream.